friends who helped us set up, Monty and Eliza, and also our son Kenny and his fiancee Anna. And thanks to all the folks who introduced us to this awesome venue, Monty and the 100 Years of Love celebration a few months ago. Thanks to our musician friends, Tom Kaufman and Bruce Allen of Downwire. And Mark Felsenthal, who plays with Truck Patch, but used to play with Blackjacks. And thank you to everybody who came out tonight, celebrating with us. Your being here is really what makes this night special and fun and meaningful. And I especially want to thank people who came from far away. So it was a surprise to us that our son Kenny and, our son Alan and his wife Kristen. Sorry.
One of those guys.
Alan and Kristen are here from Houston and Florida. And Kenny and his fiance Anna came from Ohio. Melanie, or Lainey, as we call her in the family, came from Massachusetts. Roger's brother Jim, who, if you can't recognize him, he looks just like Roger. And his two sisters, Jody and Patty, all came down from New York, along with Jimmy's wife Terry. My cousins Bruce and Sarah came down from New Jersey, and their daughter Erica just moved to DC recently. And my cousin David came from Baltimore, and his partner, Michael. So if you'll indulge me, I'm going to share a few photos, a few stories, and a few thoughts. And I apologize, but I'm going to include these notes because I don't remember everything if I don't. So 1982 was a banner year for Roger.
Who are those people?
So in 1982, I graduated from law school and passed the bar exam. Roger received his master's degree in music from University of Maryland, and he performed his master's recital. And we got married that year, and we bought our house in Silver Spring.
That was the 1977 Volkswagen in front. We don't have that anymore, but we saw the house.
So right away, Roger set up a studio in our basement and started teaching piano and guitar lessons. And some of you have kids who took lessons with him. I landed a job at NHTSA, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, at the U.S. Department of Transportation. Roger was 27 and I was 24. Look at the computer behind me on the desk. That's pretty awesome, right?
It's a Wang. Remember those? Wang.
A Univac.
So over the years, our family grew.
Right there. This is Alan and Kenny now, right here.
Alan was born in '86, and Kenny came along almost 3 years later. The first picture there is when I was expecting Kenny, and Alan had a balloon in his shirt. The second was Alan's first day of kindergarten, and Kenny was hoping to get on the bus too. The next one is at the 4th of July parade one year. I don't know which one it was. But they went to preschool and public school in the neighborhood, and many of you watched them grow up. So one day, about 20 years ago, Roger ran into the mom of one of his guitar students at a local hardware store. It was mid-August, and it turned out that Montgomery College, which is right across the street from us, needed someone to teach a music class. And she asked if Roger might be interested. And he said, sure. And then he asked, well, what class would I be teaching? And she said, the history of rock and roll. So he was in heaven. And eventually Roger taught a bunch of music classes, the history of jazz and world music and group guitar, group piano. And he also composed music for theatrical productions at the college and performed on piano and guitar. And in 2005, he became a full-time professor. So meanwhile, I was still working at NHTSA, at the U.S. Department of Transportation. I spent about 20 years in the Office of Chief Counsel. Then I became a recovering lawyer and moved to some non-legal jobs. For 8 years, I ran the drunk driving program, and for 6, I ran a behavioral research program that studied drunk driving and drugs and driving and pedestrian and bicycle safety and other highway safety topics. And in the top picture, I'm with a colleague at General Motors with their family of crash test dummies. Below, at the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, observing a crash test. And there, it was the last bike to work day with Elaine Chow. Oh, wow. So, over my 35 years at NHTSA, I worked on some very interesting projects, and I served under 12 secretaries of transportation, and I had a chance to meet a few. My favorite one, I have to admit, was Norm Mineta, who's in the top left. I did a fellowship with him on Capitol Hill, and then he became Secretary of Transportation. And the others are Pena, and Slater, and Chow. So I have to share, there was one very memorable day. I had a chance to attend a press conference at the White House, and a colleague of mine, her nephew, was doing a program at school where everyone had to draw a flat Stanley, which is a children's book, and he drew a flat Stanley and sent it to her, and so she brought flat Stanley with her to the White House. And so we had a chance that day to meet Sam Donaldson, who used to be a White House reporter, and we met Janet Reno that day, and Senator Carol Moseley Braun, who is the senator of Illinois, and her nephew was from Illinois, and we also had a chance to meet the President, Bill Clinton, which was really cool. And so, what's next? Many people have asked us what our future plans hold. So, we love our neighborhood. We have no plans to leave. Roger still plans to teach piano and guitar lessons and perform with Downwire and Cure the Rot and his other bands. And he's especially enjoying the extra time that he has to practice piano, because he performs classical music now and then with the Washington Piano Performance Society. And for me, I've been volunteering with WABA, the Washington Area Bicyclists Association, and also with the Montgomery County Advisory Committee on Pedestrian and Bicycle Safety. So I'm going to continue that work. And once it gets a little warmer, I'm looking forward to taking a lot more bike rides. And in the past, most of my bike rides have been from home to work, and so I can mix it up a little bit. So for both of us, we've planned a few modest trips over the next few months, and we have some bigger trips in mind, but we haven't booked them yet. Plus, we have some very significant family events. Kenny and Anna will be getting married in May. Alan and Kristen are expecting their first child, our first grandchild. So I don't think we're going to have any trouble staying busy. But most of all, we're excited about having more unhurried time to explore our interests, to be together, to enjoy our family and friends, including all of you. And to mark this special occasion, we wanted to do a toast. So if you have a drink. Your empty water bottle. To our family, to our friends, to good health, to many good times together. And now, Roger and I are going to sing a couple of songs. And we've changed the words around a little bit to fit the occasion, so I hope you'll enjoy those.
For Heidi's retirement, I bought her a gift of a ukulele. And she's been taking lessons with Mary, who's a ukulele maestro, and doing quite well. And so, yeah, these songs you might know, so if you want to sing like the chorus or something, join in. The verses we've changed, so you won't know the words to those.
Okay, so give
Are
us
we
a
gonna
minute
sit?
and we're going to do that.
Okay, we'll set up. Till my voice was hoarse, and still I had to teach another course. It's a 5 o'clock world when the whistle blows. No one owns a piece of my time, and there's a 5 o'clock time for us, I know. Maybe even drink some wine, yeah. On the lake. Completely okay. Only something tall nanny. Ready to sail away. Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. Baby, only twist, and we don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's some time to spend with family and friends. Less time for ourselves too. At a moment like this, we hope for good health to enjoy all there is to do. Oh, something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only half past 12, we don't care. Oh, be something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only half past 12, we don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. You've only been playing for like 6 weeks, okay? Thanks for your indulgence.
I think your mail got to me by mistake, so this is for you, not me. So there. So good evening. I'm Jim. I am Roger's brother, and Roger and I have a long history of always writing songs for different family events. So this should not be any different than any other one. So Roger and Heidi, if I can get you to come up front here. I wrote this song with you two in mind, just kind of commemorating all the years you've gone together. Wait a minute, no, I can't do this. I need some backup. I need my backup singers. Can I get my 3 backup singers here? The wannabe retirees, my 2 sisters and my beautiful wife, please join me up here for this. Thank you, okay. All right, girls, are we ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right, here we go.
You gotta use this mic.
No, you don't want to hear me sing. I don't want to mic. Get your earplugs.
No more alarm clock or morning commute. Maybe you can learn to play the flute. Back in the morning and nap at midday. Ain't got no worries coming your way, 'cause you got easy living. You're on easy street. No more pavement, just sand at your feet. No more meetings or classes to teach, just sipping up that Mai Tai laying on the beach, 'cause you got easy living. Easy living, you got easy living. We'll go off to Jamaica or maybe Cancun, but leave some time for Texas with that baby coming soon. And don't forget the wedding in Cincinnati. We're gonna toast Anna and Kenny, 'cause we got easy living. Easy living, you got easy living. Your friends and your family gather here today to wish you luck and send all the love your way. But Monday morning's coming and we gotta do that work week again, but not for you, 'cause we got easy living. Easy living, you got Okay, here we go. I missed the verse.
I hope that.
I just wrote this little. Here we go. You got easy living from now on. Easy living. This is your song. I hope that I join you maybe someday, riding your Corvette or maybe your canoe, 'cause you got easy living.